Honored to have Colonel Chuck Debellevue, the Vietnam-era ace from Edmond, Oklahoma, with us this morning. Colonel, retired, good to have you.
Good being here.
Saw your presentation yesterday in front of the Oklahoma Defense Industry Association. You're one of those folks that were doing stuff on job training when missiles became the primary way of engaging the enemy. You shot down MiG-21s, MiG-19s, and now your techniques have been taught from Top Gun to Desert Storm. What do we need to know about the men and women that go up there protecting our country and involved in conflicts around the world, about how tough it is?
They're there because they want to be there. It's a volunteer force now. Nobody has to join. When I came in, there was a draft on. Well, they don't have a draft anymore. So we're there because we want to be there. We're there to protect this country. We're there to make sure the enemy doesn't, whoever that enemy is, does not get into our country.
And a lot of sacrifice there, and a lot of people that you flew with sacrificed their lives.
Yes.
You 96 missions into Hanoi, hundreds of missions during your career.
Yes. People
may not understand how difficult that is, or even their minds may be boggled by those numbers.
Well, to fly into Hanoi, you have to be mentally prepared, because the chances of getting shot down were, if not 100%, it was close. On every mission. We were operating inside the surface there, missile rings around the city, the AAA guns. You had to be mentally ready.
And called them SAMs, and they were
SAMs,
shot
yes.
people down. Okay, so after Vietnam, your techniques and others began being taught to Air Force and Navy fighters as well, fighter pilots. What was it that you learned that you've been able to pass down that's made the ratio and made it better for American pilots?
Well, we now don't have, we do not have to train in combat now. We do red flag. It gets people through their first 10 missions. The worst missions you fly are the first 10 because you don't know what you're doing, and the last 10 because you do know what you're doing. So red flag gets those first 10 missions where you're not sure what's going to happen off the table. And so when you get to combat, you're ready.
All right, so Senator Adam Pugh met you recently, told a story about meeting you, and did not know you were Edmond, Oklahoma, as an ace from the Vietnam era. We're moving forward. Tinker Field we're losing a senior senator who really worked hard to protect that. What do people need to know about how important it is, because other states are going to come after Tinker and services at Tinker? How important is this to Oklahoma and the Air Force?
Tinker is a national asset. You cannot duplicate Tinker anywhere else. It's too massive. The operational airplanes that are here, AWACS, tankers, the E6s, the maintenance organization, their sustainment center that's here, it's key to what's going on in the Air Force. It's key to Oklahoma.
As we go into the next 50 years, we're seeing drones. There may not be pilots in the future. Your thoughts about where we're headed in terms of protecting this country from the air?
Well, you're right, there will be drones, but I don't think there'll ever be, there will never be a need for just drones. There'll be pilots in the airplane somewhere. I think it's just too important.
You have a great story. We're privileged and honored to have you here, Colonel. Thanks for being here this morning. I appreciate it.
Well, as a former Louisiana kid, I'm proud to be an Okie right now.
Thank you so much for being here. All right. Thanks for watching Your Vote Counts. See this again at news9.com/YourVoteCounts. Follow me on Twitter @MitchellTalks.